because it's not well enough regulated that people are going out of the country and they're coming back with infections that are taking months and months of antibiotics to clear, or death, or blindness, or just wasting tens of thousands of dollars. So I do believe that there needs to be the ability to bring the infrastructure in to create a very safe environment, because we're talking about injecting things into the spinal column. So it can't just be, a pop-up tent on the, on the freeway with something that you got out of your car and it's been at 150 degrees in your car or whatever, right?
No drive-through PRP.
No drive-through PRP. So I do think that there need to be some regulations for safety, because it is a lot of scammy stuff right now with that. But on the other hand, there's amazing things that are happening. I just think we need to be able to do it in the U.S. and not have to go outside the United States for the ability to, for example, take your own cells and culture them in a CGMP facility that is absolutely the strictest. It almost looks like one of those movies where everybody's in white and the hoods and everything, because it's sterile. But then that when they're culturing it, that they know there aren't a cancer cell that you're now magnifying millions of times over, or that there's a bacteria that's going to be magnified millions of times over, and then to be able to put that back in, because we know dose response curves are there. You put 1 billion cells versus you put 20 or 50 billion cells, a completely different response is going to happen. So potentially, that's where I'm curious. Could we make some improvements here in the U.S. because of what's going on now, rather than drive our people to areas that are not as safe right now outside the U.S.? So I hope that answered the question there.